Hello, Marcella. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. And
Yeah,
you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you
Okay,
as well.
great.
Just got back from a holiday, so all recharged to get back to work again.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, finally we found some time to sit together and yeah, talk about your work because I think it's I'm not sure what the English word is, but it's not a topic that a lot of artists talk about.
No.
It's definitely something that is super important, but not a lot of artists think about. And yeah, myself as well. Like when I was still an artist, I was definitely not thinking about the income of my music and where all the streams of income came from. So that's why I thought it was interesting to talk with you and to learn a bit more about where does the money come from.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I can imagine that a lot of artists right now think it's so complicated and so big, and um, yeah, to get a bit more guidance in the field of music income,
yeah,
as you might say.
yeah, yeah. I think what last year has taught us, and I think also artists experienced, is that when there were no incomes through live music, that they're now more aware of it than they were before. But
Yeah,
it's still a lot of, yeah. How do you call it? A territory they don't want to think about
yeah,
because
exactly.
it's
It's uninteresting to them.
all administration, so it's not creative.
Yeah,
The experience which I have with my clients is that taking care of the music administration, the music incomes, uh, yeah, sometimes. Yeah, make them less creative so they don't want to think about it because it's, yeah,
yeah. And what
looking.
type of clients do you have? Like, are it mainly artists who are already at a higher level, or is it also interesting to start thinking about this from a starting point?
Yeah, all my clients have to make money, earn their incomes through
Hmm.
the music. So when you're only playing in the weekends or something, and you have another job, then I don't think it's also good to take care of it, and I can help you also. But
Hmm.
my clients are mostly professionals, but that could be Dutch artists which only work in the field of the Netherlands.
Hmm.
Sometimes they're singer-songwriters, and I have also international DJs, so and everything in between.
Yeah, exactly. And what is it? What kind of questions do they come to you with? Like, is it more like I have no idea where my money comes from? Please find it out, or
Most of the time they have a feeling and they can't put their finger on it, and they say, okay, I think there's money missing, and that could be from their publisher or their label,
mm,
but it also can be from different societies, PROs. So there's always a trigger when they turn to me, because
yeah,
they have the feeling, okay, I had a hit or I've been missing money. That's Yeah, most of the times the case, and sometimes they just want to get rid of it. They don't want to do it. They think I
yeah,
can use my time better than doing all the registration and all the checking. That are the two types of clients I have, and a third kind are the managers,
hmm,
which want to take care of everything for their artist, but yeah, know that they don't have the time or the experience in this field. So then they turn to me. But yeah, most of the time when artists come to me directly, they have a feeling that something is missing.
yeah, exactly. And it's also hard to decide, because as an artist, especially these days, there's so many online platforms that you get your money from, and especially when the amounts are not that big, like if it's 60 or 70 cents that you might get, you don't
Yeah,
even
why
notice.
worry? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's always what I'm saying. What I do when they perform live is one big lump sum of money. But
Hmm.
what I do is gather from, yeah, 10, 20 different places uh, yeah, sometimes a little money, sometimes more money,
Yeah.
but when you put it all together, it's also a huge amount.
Yeah.
So, and they don't know where to look for it. Um, so sometimes they have a question. Okay, I don't think I earned that much of enough, but
Hmm.
when we're going to talk, then yeah, perhaps that point is not so big that they are missing, but other categories like royalties or some, yeah, a label isn't providing the
Yeah.
statements or is sending it to the wrong email address. So that's always funny to find out. I really like to puzzle.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's like a detective's job.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. You start at
Yeah.
some point, and that's why it's really you can put it all in the computer, because each label, each publisher, each PRO is working with their own system. So you, yeah, you can put everything in one big database and then it's roll out. You can do that for yeah, and I do that for
Hmm.
the first check, but the second check is, yeah, even more important, because then you really go deeper on some issues, and yeah, that's why I like to do it.
Yeah. The first question that pops up in my mind is, aren't all these systems automated by now?
You would think so, but
Yeah, that's especially with the streaming
when I
services.
raise questions at yeah, certain companies, because I see differences in starting and ending balances. Yeah, in my opinion, that should be, yeah, all processed automatically, but
Yeah.
sometimes there's difference. So um, because of the lot of different yeah, DSPs, etc., they have yeah, for example, the labels also need to do manual actions
Hmm.
before getting a proper statement. So yeah, there's always, yeah, needs to be some manual work
Yeah.
to be done, and where people work manually, there, yeah, mistakes are made.
Yeah. Yeah, I still receive, it's always funny. Like every year I receive mail from the States in this yellow envelope, which includes this big pile of piece of papers, which are the statements from one label that I've released with it over there. And I always keep thinking, like, why do these people keep sending this to me?
Yeah,
Because it automatically ends up in the trash. Like
yeah,
I don't even look at it. Only the last page, like which
yeah,
amount should I send an invoice for, and the rest is just instantly to the trash.
yeah.
Uh, but that got me thinking. Like I thought a lot of these systems were already automated, but somehow it just isn't. In which part of the, let's call it the chain, in which part of the chain do you see the most problems?
um uh, a big problem is the changing in management and people around the artists
Mhm.
who take care of it. So most of the time, statements are being made but sent to the wrong person, or
Mm.
yeah, that's, yeah, that's the first thing that always what I always do is check if all the contact information the
Yeah.
labels have is right. And I think, yeah, that a lot of companies weren't prepared on the quick developments. Yeah, for music distribution. When I started 10 years ago, uh, downloads were the main income, and now, yeah,
Yeah.
that's just a very small thing. It's everything is streaming. But when I started working, that was, yeah, just beginning. So that there was very little money left there, and
Yeah.
uh, yeah, also with physical, a lot of systems are still um, yeah, thinking like physical sales. But yeah, that's, yeah,
It's
not,
different.
yeah, that's different. You don't see that as much here in the
Yeah.
Netherlands. For example, in Germany, you have a lot more physical sales. So that's
Hmm.
also, each country has their own systems and their own rules, and so yeah,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I don't know where the biggest difficulty and is. I think it's just a lot, and everybody, yeah, it's going too fast. All the
Yeah,
developments.
hard to keep up with all the
Yeah,
techniques. Yeah.